Look into these eyes. They don't see the sun, but they see what is hidden from us. When this predator runs at you, instinct says, run.
Come here, gently now.
But Mark doesn't move.
It's all right.
He knows. This deadly beast is completely blind, and Mark is his only guide in the world. It all started 5 years ago, when Mark found a tiny ball of fur in the scorching savanna. The baby was on the brink of death. He had lost his mother and almost stopped breathing from thirst. The vet delivered a harsh verdict: congenital blindness. In the wild, this means only one thing: death. Mark was advised not to torment the animal, but he looked into those empty eyes and saw hope. A long struggle began, feeding every 2 hours, warmth, and the endless patience of a human. Kai, as the cheetah was named, began to learn to live in darkness. He began to hear what we ignore. Mark used the sound of a bell to teach Kai how to navigate space and hunt. Months passed. The blind cub was turning into a powerful predator with incredibly sharp hearing. Their bond became something more. Kai recognized Mark's footsteps hundreds of meters from the house. From the side, it seemed he saw everything. Kai learned to feel the vibrations of the earth under his paws. He became Mark's shadow. Where there was a man, there is always his loyal blind protector. But neighbors and authorities began to ask questions. Is it dangerous to keep a blind killer in the yard? But neighbors and authorities began to ask questions. Is it dangerous to keep a blind killer in the yard? For Mark, this meant separation. He knew that in a new place, blind Kai simply wouldn't survive without his voice. Kai felt his owner's anxiety. His sensitive ears caught every change in Mark's heartbeat. To prove to the authorities that Kai was controllable, Mark began training him even harder, using ultrasound. It seemed impossible. The blind beast maneuvered between obstacles, guided only by clicks and whistles. He learned to see the vibrations of the earth. Every blade of grass under his paw gave him information about the world. In these moments, they were just friends, a man and his big cat, finding comfort in each other. But day X arrived. The authorities came with a cage. Mark had no legal right to keep Kai. The capture process was short. Mark himself led Kai into the cage so that he wouldn't get scared or hurt. One last touch. Mark whispered in his ear, "I will find you, I promise." The truck was taking Kai into the unknown. For the blind cheetah, the world had once again turned into a terrifying, cold darkness. At the reserve, Kai refused to eat. He didn't understand where he was or why his only friend had disappeared. 6 long months passed. Mark haunted the offices of officials, collecting guardianship documents. And finally, he was allowed to visit, but the vets warned, he might not recognize you. He is depressed. When Mark entered the enclosure, Kai didn't even lift his head. He looked like a living statue made of stone. Mark stood in silence, afraid to move. He took a deep breath and quietly called out, "Kai, it's me. I'm back." At that very second, the cheetah's ears twitched. Despite his blindness, he recognized that voice among thousands of others. Kai let out a piercing cry of joy and lunged forward. He ran blindly, trusting only his hearing and his heart. They tumbled to the ground together. The blind predator licked its savior's face, as if unable to believe it wasn't a dream. The officials watching through the glass were stunned. They had never seen such loyalty between a beast and a human. That day, a final decision was made. Kai could not be separated from his eyes. Mark received the long-awaited permit. He was now officially Kai's guardian in his own sanctuary. It was time to go home. This time, Kai entered the cage not with terror, but with hope. The drive took many hours, but Kai could smell the familiar herbs and the approach of home. They arrived. It was a new home, specifically designed so that the blind cheetah would never get hurt. When Kai touched his land again, he froze. He recognized the scent. He was home. The first thing he did was run. Free, protected, and infinitely happy. Mark developed a system of sound beacons that helped Kai determine the boundaries of the territory without fences. Now Kai could walk on his own. Technology and human love had performed a miracle. He also got new friends. A guide dog helped Kai find his way to his food bowl. Life entered a peaceful rhythm. Blindness was no longer a curse for Kai. They walked every evening. The man was the predator's eyes. The predator was the man's soul. Many ask me why I do this, says Mark. Why save someone who can give nothing in return? But Mark knows the answer. Kai taught him to see the world, not with eyes, but with feelings. True loyalty requires no sight. It only requires an open heart. Subscribe to our channel to see more stories about how kindness changes the world.